Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. With the full strength of the sun, considering we're also having a wonderful day. I had to come back in because we didn't have enough batteries. So today, we're doing a specific video, we're doing a special video. We are reviewing Wonderland, Tiny Tina Wonderland. So, I didn't finish the game, right? Which is technically true, technically not true. I played this game in 2022 as its release. I want to play this today because we're free. I had so much trouble, so much drama, so much like busy stuff, right? Happened in the last couple of weeks, and I haven't streamed that much, right? And I wanted to be back to streaming, and I was like, okay, well, you have two series that you didn't finish. You didn't finish Borderland. This is the last one. We didn't finish Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is special because I didn't finish the third, the second, and the first, and the reboot. But the first, second, and third together is 20 hours. The reboot's about 10 hours itself, right? So let's go into the review. This is a bittersweet game for me. I'm a huge fan of the Borderlands series. I told you the story before. I'm going to tell you again. I went to my friend's house. I had this friend in high school, and he lived really close to the school. And he would let me use his garden, I guess. Which wasn't a garden. It was just like a behind the house, and he would let me use to put my bike there, and it was phenomenal. It was really cool, right? And I remember playing this game at his house because we finished the exam and we had half a day, and I remember playing this game. It was really cool. The graphics were sort of comic-y, were sort of ink and pen, and it was very special, right? And you're like, holy shit, what was that game? And then you realize the game was Borderland pre-sequel. So moving on a couple of years, I think it's 4 or 5 years, I'm broke, right? And my father, which again, bless his heart, simple man, my father, but good man. Holy shit, by the way, I came in today. This phone at 4%, this phone at 3%, this phone at 2%. So yeah, thank God we came in. Thank God, because we made a mess with the ice cream. I was eating some ice cream and it fell, and I had to unplug some wire, and I think it was plugged, but it was not plugged. That doesn't matter. So my father, bless his heart, says, "Hey, I want you to get an iPhone or iPod Touch because I want to be able to call you with FaceTime." And I'm like, okay, I don't have the money, but I want to make my father happy, so I buy an iPod. And I'm in the gaming section, and I buy two games. The first game is Batman Arkham Asylum, and the second is, and I always had this habit of buying by two. When I go to food shopping, I buy two items of each, or I buy pairs. For example, I'm gonna buy some energy drinks. I'm only gonna drink a pair number. I'm not gonna always gonna buy a pair number. It's just the way I am. So I pick up this game, which is Borderland: The Anthem Collection. Why? Because it promises two games and multiple DLC for $20. I was like, okay, well, this is a really good deal. And I started playing the game, and the second I started playing the game, I was like, holy shit, this is the game that I used to play. So I fall in love. I played the first pre-sequel. I love it. I played the second. One of the best game that I ever played. And then, and then, lo and behold, I don't remember why, but I wanted to play the first one, and I knew. Okay, no, I remember. I remember. The third one came out, right? Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So the third one came out. The third one came out in 2019. So I'm liking the first and second, the pre-sequel and second, and I'm like, okay, well, let's buy the third one, right? But before that, I want to play the first one. So the first one I buy, and this is a crazy story. This is an absolute crazy story. I buy the first one, and I rush to play the first, the pre-sequel, and the third, the second one, until the third one come out. Third one come out in November 2019. I finished the game by March because I was working back then. What happened in March? With a pandemic. So what do I think I do? I play another playthrough of Borderlands 3. And then, so I was done. I was done with Borderland. I had played 6 games of Borderland in a row. I was like tired of it. And then what happened? Borderland Tiny Tina Wonderland is announced. And I found out the series. I am excited. I pre-ordered it. But this one is very special because when the third one came out, I wasn't a content creator. When like Tina Wonderland came out, I was like making content. And I was like, okay, well, this is my chance. I love this game. By miracle, by weird coincidence, I injured my leg pretty badly, really, really badly. In crutches, I got a cast. I'm sorry, I'm French. I got a cast, and I'm injured pretty badly, you know. And then what ended up happening is, back then I was writing. I was writing for a website called Webpad, and this was one of the most meaningful time of my life because I'm writing, and I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and on Instagram, and I'm writing, and I'm getting 1,000 views per day because I was writing porn, and I'm getting 1,000 views per day, and then what happened is, playing it come out, so I played it. I get injured. I'm playing it every single day. But I do prefer writing because I'm getting more views, right? I'm like, what's the point of streaming when I get more views working? So I kind of let it go a little bit. And then, this was this was March. That winter, what I did, I showed my face, I did a face reveal. So, spring come, and what do? I start making content outside. So, Tiny Tina Wonderland was this great game, right? But it came out of a time where I was in transition. I was changing content. I was becoming more serious about making content. It wasn't in a hobby. It was possibility of a dream becoming reality. And there was a couple of reasons I didn't like Tiny Tina. So again, this is a very bittersweet. It's a very love and hate relationship. Yeah, this is strong. So yes, I'm gonna. This is hitting my face. With my sound, with the sound. I was in my 20s. Oh fuck, we didn't clean the mess correctly. What we promise is never be like them. No, it was way more than life than this. Get too far. Moving on, guys. Part of what to get this far. Only to sail. Oh, here. Heart in my fence. Clean. Okay, let's go. Perfect. Okay. So now, like I was saying, it was very, very sweet for me because Tiny Tina is the first time I played Borderland, and it didn't feel like Borderland. Also, one of the big part that sold me on Borderland was the different Vault Hunter, the skill trees. The Vault Hunter being different personality, having different dialogue was a big part of why I really did enjoy Borderland. The fact that we didn't have that stopped me, you know? And then, because I was getting a community, because I show my face and people were kind of seeing me every day, I started playing games, which was Fortnite, which was Multiversus, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And I was like, Borderlands was fun, but again, I was coming out of a marathon of Borderland, of playing the first, the second, the pre-sequel, the third, and the third. So 4 times. You know? And we did the same thing right now. When we started in October, we played the first, we played the second, we played the third, took a break, and then we played the Tiny Tina. However, what happened with Tiny Tina was I saw people play it. And the graphics looks fun, and I was like, you know what? This looks like a cool game. I should give it another chance. So tonight I'm excited to play because we played. excited because I'm gonna give it another chance. I'm excited because I don't know what it has in store for us. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm really excited to try this out. So here we go, I guess, with Tiny Tina Wonderland. We're gonna play it. Also, I mean this in the most positive way. When I'm done with this, I'm done with Borderland. So we'll take a 3 years, 4 years breaks because I love Borderland, but I played it too much. I don't understand. When I was depressed, that's was my game. When I got the second one, I wasn't working. That's a bad story. I would start my day. That's what I got. Start my day. I was so broke back then. I had a bag of rice. My father gave me a bag of rice. My father will never give me money because, like, okay, well, you're an adult. You're a man. You have to take care of yourself. But he will give me a bag of rice or a jar of peanut butter, which I'm thankful for. Don't get me wrong, but it's just it's a bit specific, right? But it's his way of helping me and his way of being nice, which I'm grateful for. Don't get me wrong. I would wake up in the morning. Oh my god, I was so broke. I used to go. Oh my god, it's a bad story. This is a bad story. Oh my god. Can't believe I'm gonna be saying this game. I'm gonna be telling the story. I used to be so broke. I had a bag of rice. I would go to the store next to my house and I would buy sun-dried tomato because there was olive oil perfume with tomatoes, and I would do crazy stuff with it. I would put the oil in the rice to make it better. I would take a fork and press down the sun-dried tomato to get the oil, and yeah, that's how I spent the day. But this does matter. You know what matters? I would wake up at like 5 in the morning. I would play Borderland until I went to sleep. My first, this is a true story too. You won't believe this. My first playthrough of Borderland 2, because I would explore everything once again. But everything we did, every DLC. My first playthrough of the Borderland 2 is 23 days. And it's only not 23 days, it's 23 days in a row. Like 24 hours times 23, which is 480, 480 plus 72, 480, 72, that's 552. 52 hours for a game. But I love the game, so who cares, right? So if I have to say this, I'm sad to see Borderland go. But again, I'm going to take a break. You know what the goal is? I'm going to tell you the truth. The goal is to play maybe once more, then have my kids, and they'd be old enough to play games, and then do a series with them. I would love that. Borderland is a good game for that. So, with all that being said, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.